This is Mr. Ward, and this is the pre-algebra exit ticket, 31.2 video key, and let's go ahead and do this. So we're supposed to find the perimeter of this isosceles trapezoid. So let's look at the information we have. It's an isosceles trapezoid, which tells us that EF and HG are going to be the same length. So once we find that, that's good. It also tells us that if angle F is 60 degrees, angle G is also 60 degrees. So if I were to drop an altitude right here, I'd be making a 30, 60, 90 triangle because it would be 90 degrees here, and what would be left up here would be 30. Same dang thing over here. I could make two 30, 60, 90 right triangles here. So drop an altitude here and drop an altitude here. Now, we know that this overall thing is 16, but this is 10. But if we just look at this being 10, because it's on the other side of it, is making a rectangle here, okay? So this is 10, then this plus this has to equal 6. So this would be 3, and this would be 3 as well. Okay, so we could figure out these altitudes. These altitudes would end up being 3 root 3, but we really don't need them. What we need is FE and HG. So if this is 3, then this has to be 6, and that has to be 6 as well. And that's one of the beauties of a special right triangle, the 30-60 right triangle. 30-60-90 right triangle has these two sides that are 1 to 2 relationship, so we can put it all together. So we got 6, 10, 6, and then the bottom overall is 16. So let's add that together. So the perimeter will equal 10 plus 6 plus 6 plus 16, which will equal 38 units. And there you go. Let's take a look at number 2. And this one, there's a 45-degree angle. So we're going to find the perimeter. You need the side relationships of a 45, 45, 90 triangle. And I've reminded you that M is the same measure as angle J. Angle M is the same as angle J because it's an isosceles trapezoid. So we have an isosceles trapezoid. That's 45, and that's 45 degrees. PK is an altitude for this isosceles trapezoid. And that tells me that this is also going to be 6 if I wanted to drop that. We know that this is 8. Now, it'll be useful to drop another altitude here just to organize this. So that's also going to be 6. That's a right angle since it's an altitude. And this here, this angle here is 45 degrees. Okay, if this angle is 45 degrees, then this angle is as well. And so is this angle. These are all 45. So we got a couple of 45, 45, 90 triangles here and here. If this side is 6, then this side has to be 6 as well. That has to be 6 too. This is 8. So we've got the base is going to be 6 plus 8. This is the bottom base. The large base is 6 plus 8 plus 6. And the top base is 8. 6 plus 8 plus 6 equals 20. So now we've got 20 and 8, 28 units overall. We need these slants. The slants are going to be irrational because the slants are going to be 6 root 2 because it's a 45, 45, 90 right triangle. So that's 6 root 2. And this right here is also 6 root 2. So we're going to have to add 6 root 2 to 20. So, and we have to add another 6 root 2. So put those together, it's going to be 12 root 2. So we're going to add 6 plus 6 root 2 plus 6 root 2, which will be 12 root 2. I'm going to put this over here, plus the 6 root 2 times 2, because there's 2 of them. And that becomes 12 root 2 plus this bunch, which is 20. And the whole thing becomes this many units. And this is the exact answer. You could, of course, work out that 12 root 2 is going to be somewhere around 12 times 1.4. 12 times 1.4, okay. That's 144 plus 24, 14.4 plus 2.4, so that'll be 16.4. So that's something around 16.4, I believe, estimate, and then we'll add 20. So this is the estimated answer, okay, which would be 36.4-ish. Okay, if we use 1.4 as the square root of 2, which it actually isn't. So about that, that's estimated. And this one is exact. Okay, and I'll go ahead and type in the answer here. So I'm going to use the exact answer. It'll be 20 plus 12 square root of 2 units. That's the exact answer. Okay, and I hope that was helpful.